Hey guys, Joe here. Welcome to another video. This is a Wednesday video because yesterday I wasn't feeling that good. My jaw was killing me. Yeah, I know, ironic. I'm somebody that doesn't shut the heck up. That's not irony. Roll the credits. Thanks for checking out this video. If you like it, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. Use my Amazon affiliate links. Go to Google and enter in Liberty Arms down in Harrisonburg, Virginia. All that good stuff because they provided what we're taking a look at today. And it would be greatly appreciated because you'll help the channel grow. I think that's long enough pandering to get past the algorithm. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we're looking at today. From Liberty Arms, I borrowed a Smith & Wesson M&P 45. This is a pretty cool piece. It's a small, compact, double stack 45 caliber handgun. As you can see, she's empty, she's clear. This one is for sale. As you're seeing this video, it should still be for sale, so go ahead and call the store and tell them you want it, if you want it. But the M&P 45 is a nice sized, compact, it's bigger than a Glock 30, but smaller than a commander-sized 1911 while still carrying 7 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. Smith & Wesson likes to use these metal mags. I like these metal mags. They're awesome. Normally, these guns come with multiple back straps. This one, however, doesn't, but you'll also see that this one has been modified. It is a used one. It's been stippled. Even the back strap, which is actually a softer material normally, has been stippled. Our guy can do amazing stipple jobs, so if you want something stippled, let us know. That's another cool thing, but I like this little guy because it's a little guy, but it still has enough of a barrel that it's controllable. I've seen like subcompact 45s are a little bit of a handful, and I don't really care for those. This guy we took out just the other week and put some rounds through it because we were comparing this to the Springfield 45, the single stack thinner version of 45 carry, and they shot about the same, which was impressive because this thing's a little bit shorter this way, so the grip is smaller. But even though it's a smaller grip, you can see I can still get my whole hand on it, even without the pinky extension. However, the pinky extension makes it so you have a great grip there, so get one with the pinky extension if you can. This one just has standard 3-dot sights. Nothing fancy, just simple 3-dot arrangement. It should work fine. You can adjust for windage by knocking out or backing out the screw and then tapping it over with the hammer and putting it back down. Front is dovetailed in as well. However, the M&P line has been around for quite a long time, so there are a lot of options out there. You just have to pick what works for you. This is ambidextrous for the slide lock slide release. Both sides have it, which is nice. I can't recall, I don't know if my guy did this undercut to it. It's a little bit modified. I can definitely tell he stippled it, so I'm not sure if that's the way this one came from the factory. As you can see, it does not have an external safety. However, it does have a 2-piece trigger. Functions like a trigger safety in that the entire trigger must be pulled back. You can't just pull the back half, otherwise the trigger is dead. So that's a marginally better than nothing safety. Some people don't like any safeties on their carry pieces, and I guess I can understand that. This is your takedown lever here, and when we talk about the takedown on this thing, it is a little more complicated than a standard gun, but we will talk about that in a minute. Underneath the front, you have a standard 1913 style pick rail, 3-slot, so you should be able to get a large variety of lights, lasers, bazookas, whatever you feel like putting under there. Maybe get a Weaver rail dog carrier, and then you can carry a Chihuahua on the end of your 45. I like the scalloping that Smith & Wesson does on their guns. Their 1911s are pretty impressive too when they do it. Makes it very easy to rack it either from the front or the back. Both sides, nice and easy and simple. It is a single action trigger, which means you pull the trigger and then the trigger is dead until the gun either resets because you have a loaded magazine or you reset it yourself. The reset on this guy, you can't really hear it or feel it, to be honest. I don't know if you heard that. It's very quiet and you can barely feel it, so you just got to train yourself where the wall is. Has take up before you get to the actual break point, and then it kind of just goes. It's not a great trigger, but it's not the worst I've felt. It does have a external extractor, which is fine. A lot of striker fire guns do. It looks like this one might even have a metal guide rod in it. We'll be checking that out when we take it apart. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and lock your slide to the back. Make sure there's nothing in it. And then here's the complicated part. You see this little piece here that looks like an extension for fitting the mag? You need to actually remove it. Yes, because down inside the chamber area, I'm not sure how well it's going to show on camera, especially since I have to do this off camera. I'll show you once the slide is off too. There's an S-style bar in here that must be pushed down before the slide can come off the firearm. Once you've put that in the down position, go ahead and put your slide lock slide release in the down position, and then just pull your slide off the gun. Here is that bar I was talking about that has to be in the down position when you take the gun apart. If it's in the up position, it will lock the gun in place or the slide in place, and you will not be able to take it off. Right there. Right there, there's the bar that needs to be in the down position. That's why you need this tool. You can do it with the small screwdriver too if you lose it, but just make sure to put it back in the bottom of the gun when you're done using it. That way you don't have to even think about it. Captive guide rod. This one has coloring on one end and not the other. It helps identify which end is which, although this one obviously small, big, so don't get it confused. You take the barrel out like most striker fire guns nowadays. You just kind of push it forward and pop it out the back. Nice chunky barrel. I believe this is a 4-inch barrel. It's nicely finished, has very defined lands and grooves inside the barrel. Yeah, there you go. Again, this is a used pistol, but it looks to be in extremely good condition. We put, I think, 15 or 20 rounds through it ourselves, but the finish is still in good shape on the inside of the slide. Not bad. Taking a look at the frame, again, our buddy stippled it, so it's a little bit different from your standard Smith & Wesson that you'd be picking up, but you can get it done through us. If you want to buy a gun and have it shipped to your FFL and have it stippled, let us know. We can take care of that for you for an additional charge. As you can see, it does have quite a beefy ambidextrous slide lock. We'll try that when I put it back together. Some guns have an ambidextrous slide lock slide release, but they don't work very well. This one does feel pretty beefy, so it should work all right. There's your trigger bar. I believe that's part of the sear, that piece that you need to bring down. Not 100% sure if that's what it is. I think it is though. When we put the slide back on, you'll see that that should go up on its own. And then of course you have your ejector and your drop safety right there. Nice beefy metal rails. Although where the gun actually rides or the slide actually rides are a little bit small, I would have liked to see them make the tabs extend all the way to the edge, all the way along the rail. Doesn't make sense to have little itty bitty wings when you could have an entire rail system. And again, you'll see when we put the slide on it, it does matter. I mention it in a lot of videos, but it does matter. Reassembly is reverse. You just take your barrel, pop her in there. Hi barrel. Take your guide rod and your spring. Mosquito just bit me. Go ahead and make sure that it's horizontal and not at a weird angle, otherwise it's going to bind up on the gun. Make sure your takedown lever is in the down position still. Start your slide onto your frame, and when you bring it back here, just doing that should have dropped the takedown lever back into place. And then inside the gun, you'll see that S-bar is still in place, so you just have to remember to go in there. You can use your finger to return it back to the vertical position. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and put your mag in and make sure that she works. Yep, we're back into business. So that is the Smith & Wesson M&P 45 Compact. This is a nice little pistol. Like I said, we took it out and shot it. It's a little bit beefy for a carry. And of course, the 45 is a big lumbering round, so make sure that you want to be shooting 230 grain ball or hollow point. If you decide that's something you want to do, make sure you go to your local gun store and pick one of these things up and try it in your hand. If you're local to us, come on in and try it. Don't order something online just because it might save you a few bucks, because you may wind up hating the gun. I've had a lot of customers come back after buying expensive guns and say, you know what, this thing actually sucks and I want to trade it in, and we've accepted it, obviously. So make sure that you know what you're buying, put your hands on it, talk to a reputable gun dealer so that they can talk you through what you need to consider when you're buying a gun. That's something we do down in Harrisonburg. We ask questions to make sure that you're getting what you need, because some folks come in thinking they need a 50 Beowulf AR-15 for home defense when all they really need is a 380 auto. So that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, join the channel, do all that fun stuff to help the channel grow. We're getting a lot more views because I don't know why, but I'm not going to say no to it. So check all that stuff out. Come back for another video. And as always, I'll talk to you later.